Hey everybody, it's Kyle here. Welcome back to another video. Therapy diary number 3. This diary is going to be focused on at-home exercising. It is currently after midnight and I just finished my second set for the day before bed, which is what inspired me to make the video now. Since I've had to reschedule a couple of my therapy sessions, I have been solely relying on my at-home exercises that he has given me. And I must tell you, I have been doing them as required, 2 times a day. Even if it is right before bed, I will still do them 2 times again tomorrow. And it has really helped. Like, I don't want to say really helped, but it has helped. Like, I have noticeable improvement with my knee and how often it is sore. It still does get sore, but not nearly as often, and much more so in the mornings when I wake up. It's more so stiff than like the stabbing pain that it used to be. Now, today I was moving around the house quite a bit, doing housework, so I noticed that it started to hurt, which is what prompted me to do my second set. And then I realized, oh, it's after midnight. So the day kind of slipped away from me. I had a kind of slow day, but then picked up, and then I realized, oh, I need to do my exercises. And I wanted to talk about the importance of at-home exercising because it is essential to do as part of your therapy program. Yes, a lot and majority of the work happens when you are able to see your physical therapist. I'd say about 60% happens when you're at your physical therapist. You're able to use a lot more equipment. I do have some equipment here, but you're able to use different equipment, and they have different techniques to use when you're sore. And it's important to go to your regularly scheduled appointments. Don't worry, I'm fine. Everything is okay. I just had to reschedule a couple things. But, then that made me realize, oh, I just started therapy and now I don't get to see Greg. So I better continue to do my at-home exercises. Without those, that's a little bit of time where if I hadn't continued to do my at-home exercising, no progress would have been made at all. So I don't want to take away from what I said, the 40% that happens. 40% happens at home. You have to put in the work, because the work, they treat you while you're there, and then they give you exercises to do at home to carry you through to your next session. If you don't, and for me it's only 2 days, but between sessions, but it could be sometimes, what if you're only going once a week? How about every Monday? Then if you're only doing what the therapist is asking you to do while you're at your session, you're kind of going against yourself, because that's the only work you're doing. It's slowing your progress, because the treatment that I find through my years of physical therapy, the treatment that they do at the hospital or wherever your physical therapy is at, the treatment that takes place there isn't as effective without doing the work that they give you at home, because it all builds on each other. If you don't continue to do the work, then you're not really making progress. It's very minimal. And they will notice. I mean, all of my physical therapists have noticed when I wouldn't do exercising or stretching as a kid. So that's why, going back as a 26-year-old, I'm much more conscious of the fact, especially since I haven't seen my therapist in a little while, that he would most definitely notice, oh, Kyle, what have you been doing? Like, they notice and they will let you know, hey, are you not taking this seriously? I mean, I had to sign an agreement um, that basically says, you will get an at-home uh, program, and that is part of your treatment. And if the therapist has a sense that you are not trying your best to do those at-home exercises, and while you're with them, they can decide to end your treatment, because physical therapy is a serious thing, and it takes a lot of work. It's not a quick fix. It is doing the exercises and doing the reps that they require. And if you want to see real work, you have to work with your therapist, because not doing your exercises at home is kind of telling your therapist, well, I don't really care what you have to say. I know that you gave me these exercises to help me reach the goals that I had set for myself and told you that I wanted to reach. If I don't do my at-home exercises and he's not seeing a difference, or, because he's going to ask me, have you been doing your at-home exercises? And I can 100% with truth say, yes, I have. And, I hope, that is what I hope, that when I am able to see him this week, that he is going to notice a slight difference. I'm not saying it's going to be huge, astronomical, but I'm hoping that he sees that I have worked and I'm taking this seriously. And part of taking physical therapist and therapy seriously is understanding the work that they do. And they want us to succeed. And if I was to go in and tell Greg that, yeah, I haven't seen you in a couple of sessions and I haven't been doing the work, then you know what? He's going to be like, then what are we doing here? Their time is just as valuable as my time is. And it is a partnership. They are giving me the guidance on how to improve my knee, strengthen my knee, my hips, my glutes, all of that. He's giving me the guidance to do that. We're a team, and I'm expected to execute to the best of my ability. And I'm expected to show that I'm invested. And if I don't show that, one, I'm not getting, I'm not making the progress. I'm not putting my best foot forward. I'm doing a disservice to myself, because I'm just going to continue to hurt if I don't put in the work. And he's going to tell me, well, I don't think you should be here, or, because there is a time limit. Like, if he decides that I'm not taking therapy seriously enough, there's like a 6-week grace period where I'd have to wait to then get a new prescription from my doctor and then go back and start all over again. I'm currently scheduled now. Well, now that I have missed and had to reschedule, it's just pushed my therapy back a little bit, but I'm still scheduled for 10 visits. So I'm not missing out on the therapy. It's just going a little bit later into November. And that's partially too because I had the decency and courtesy to call, and that's another thing. If I didn't call to tell them I needed to reschedule, they could have taken me off the schedule. I missed I missed a couple, and had I just no call, no showed, then they would have kicked me out, and then again I would be without that guidance, and I don't want to do that. So I have been sticking to my at-home exercises, and I have noticed I don't even want to say slight. To me, like, in the scope of it, but to me, I feel like I've made a lot of improvement. That doesn't mean that I think there isn't still a lot of work to do. I have just seen improvement already. just from the at-home exercising. So getting back into seeing my therapist at like my appointments physically being together, I can't wait to see where I can really go with it. And I don't plan on rescheduling any more therapy. So, yeah, just kind of one of those freak things that happens. But, yeah, I just want to remind my viewers who are in therapy, like, I know therapy sucks sometimes. I know it's difficult. But there's a reason why you're in it, and it is extremely valuable to managing your cerebral palsy or whatever disability, or for whatever reason you are there. It like they decided that that is what's best for you, and you need to do it, because that's still a question to myself of, had I done my at-home therapy a little bit more as a kid, where would I be now compared to where I am, relative to where I am? Would I be better? I don't know. Could be, probably, you know. So I just want to remind you to take it seriously, trust what your therapist has in mind for you, but also communicate what you need and what you want to get out of therapy. And that was one of the first questions he asked me. Like, okay, you're here for knee pain, but what do you want? What are your goals? So be sure to think of goals and, be communicative with your physical therapist. And if, say, your at-home exercise program isn't quite working for you, be sure to let them know. I'm going to go in and say, yes, like, I'm really glad that I have these exercises, and do you have any more? And it'll be nice to add those in for a change of routine a little bit. But just know that your therapist is there to push you and, be your coach and be your cheerleader, and, there to push you. So I'm really, really glad for Greg. I'm really thankful that I have had these at-home exercises to still be making progress while I haven't been able to go see my physical therapist. And, here's to a new week. I will say that this will be the only therapy diary for the week, and then I will be back with 2 next week. So thanks for watching. If you liked what you've heard, or if you like what you heard, please like it. If you think somebody could benefit from this video, please share it, because sharing is how we reach the people that need to see this video. So please, even if this isn't relatable to you, if you think someone that you know could benefit from this video, please share it with them. If you like what you're seeing, don't forget to subscribe. I post new videos every Tuesday. And I will see you next time.